the skin could just look a lot more youthful and healthy. So fixing this would be important as well. I recommend it to this member. It's important to understand what's causing your dark eye circles. This is usually caused by one or more of the following. So increasing the hooding on the inner aspect of the hooding itself, and you can achieve this with darkening and increasing the fullness of the eyelashes. That is important, and you can do this with. All right, so a lot of people wanted to see the Photoshop visualization after I mentioned something that our member should be changing. So that's what we'll be doing in this video. So we'll go through every single thing that this member needs to do to become noticeably more attractive in the shortest amount of time. I'll reveal his current rating at the end, as well as the estimated time frame within the private community with ongoing support and accountability from the other members and myself to reach that potential rating. So what stands out with this member? Well, firstly, what I notice is the skin tone in general looks quite unhealthy, quite cold, and lacks that warmth to it, which signals high health and helps to conceal a lot of other flaws, one of which being the dark eye circles. So as you can see, we have some fairly noticeable dark eye circles, which do hurt his appeal. Having a warmer, more golden, brownish, reddish tone to the skin is going to help to reduce the perceived intensity of dark eye circles. It's also going to make the whites of the eyes stand out more. The lighting is quite poor for the eyes here, so it's hard to tell if they're too bloodshot. They look like they could be a little bit whiter, but nothing that stands out to me as a noticeable flaw. Also, the skin in general looks quite rough. The texture's rough. There are visible pores, and overall, the skin could just look a lot more youthful and healthy. So fixing this would be important as well. I recommend it to this member, microneedling in 10 sessions every 5 weeks or so for general improvement in skin texture and maintenance, of course, of that smoother skin texture. So without jumping too far ahead, we'll make some changes now based on just this aspect of his custom plan, because everything I mentioned, of course, is within his custom plan. This is simply just a visualization of what he needs to do and what he could look like if he did that. So here you can see the improved skin tone. I haven't done anything to change the dark eye circles yet, but we can do that next. You can already see that this is a step in the right direction. So how does he achieve that healthier skin tone? Well, with increasing both axes of tan, so the melanin axis and the carotenoid axis, both two separate axes for skin tone and tan. You want to take carotenoids, so beta-carotene, astaxanthin, lycopene, to improve the carotenoid axis. And for the melanin axis, obviously sun exposure is very important for melanin production. You can pair this with peptides, which I don't promote on this channel, but they are an option which many have had a good success with. Of course, doing deep and comprehensive research for that is definitely recommended. And finally, on top of both the tan axes, increasing your blood flow, circulation, oxygenation to promote a warm, reddish, healthy skin tone is very important to achieve this. Increasing your bioavailable iron and vitamin C. You can get this in abundance in the phase 1 diet that you can find for free in the facial definition guide in the video description. And finally, anywhere from mild to moderate intensity weightlifting to enhance oxygen delivery and hemoglobin levels. So let's move on to the next aspect. And while we're here with the dark eye circles, we might as well reduce them. So this is what he looks like after fixing or reducing his dark eye circles significantly. How he does that, fixing and reducing dark eye circles, is a massive ball ache, but it's important to understand what's causing your dark eye circles, which is usually more than one underlying cause that creates a darker area under your eyes. This is usually caused by one or more of the following. It can be from visible blood vessels under the skin, pigmentation from excess melanin or frequent rubbing, from hollowing from volume loss or a deep tear trough, and finally inflammation or allergy related darkness. Usually it's more than one cause. If you have noticeable dark eye circles and you want to know how to remove them based on your specific causes, I do have a free guide on this in the video description as well. And it has tests and actual solutions without all the rubbish and faff in a lot of typical videos and articles on this topic. So what's next? Well, the neck is noticeably thin for his head and his jaw. It gives an overall appearance of a slightly neotenous or juvenile appearance, where typically with infants the head is much larger than the body, and having a thin neck is going to accentuate this look. So he simply just needs to thicken the neck. I would say anywhere from 1 inch to 1.5 inches of additional circumference on the neck would be optimal for this member. It's very easy to do that. Simply just follow the routine in the facial definition guide, and you can gain up to 1 inch to 1.5 inches every month if you're progressively overloading the weight. So this is what he looks like with the additional neck circumference. It's a massive difference, and it counters the neoteny, the juvenility, and adds a lot of masculine dimorphism. So yeah, a big improvement. Again, a very good step in the right direction. So what's next for this member? Well, his hair is what also stands out to me as something that's definitely needing an improvement. If we look at his side profile, it actually looks okay from the side profile, a little bit flat at the front. This sort of stands out to me a little bit as not really fitting the rest of the hair. You can see the head shape is rounded, which is going to accentuate the juvenile appearance, as sloped and rounded head shapes tend to look juvenile and weak. There's some clear asymmetry with the ears, so having some hair over the tips of the ears is going to help to completely conceal this asymmetry. It's not noticeable, but it is going to be subconsciously reducing his overall harmony, and subconsciously people can pick up on this disharmony. It won't be noticeable in motion. It's always good to correct disharmony when you have the chance. In his custom plan, I recommended that this member grows his hair to this sort of look, which I'll pop on the screen. Okay, so here's what he looks like with the updated hair. Of course, I can't show this with the side profile, but it will completely remove this rounded side appearance with more hair coming like this to obviously that fills in that gap and removes that roundness completely. And having some more length on the sides and the front, like so, would help remove this disconnect between the slightly flat looking hair on the front and thicker, more volume, more character on the sides here. Next thing that sort of stands out to me a lot, looking at the mouth itself. So the upper lip looks a little bit too thin, and the lower lip also could do with a little bit more volume. Not as much as the upper lip, of course, but just a little bit. Not only that, but the mustache that he's trimmed down to more of a thin mustache. It's too much trimming here. Is way too thin in terms of vertical height, and you can see he has the ability to have a much thicker mustache. All the way up to that point is not necessary, but definitely thicker than he has right now. Very simple, just don't trim the mustache too thin, and some more volume with the lips. And also on the topic of tidying, trimming, removing the neck hair as well as the chest hair as well will help avoid a messy and unclean appearance. So this is what he looks like with this improvement. It's another great step in the right direction. Both of these changes are going to help with improving dimorphism, both the increase in lip volume and also the increase in mustache thickness, as both directly signal health, sexual maturity. Finally, looking at the eye area, the eyebrows could be darkened to match the tone and the color of the hair. Not only this, but flattening the top of the eyebrows here and reducing the lower lateral or the lower outer region of the eyebrows as well. Not only this, but lowering the eyebrows anywhere from 1 to 2 millimeters, which is going to tie in with reducing the upper eyelid exposure, will be very important for this member. You can see the inner aspect of the hooding is slightly too high up in comparison to the rest of the hooding, and this is going to increase the perceived negative tilt of the hooding itself, which is in general giving his appearance a less certain, less confident, and more worried or surprised look. So increasing the hooding on the inner aspect of the hooding itself is another thing that's going to be very important for this member, and he can achieve this with eyelid pulling. When it comes to hooding and upper eyelid exposure, we're realistically looking at millimeters of improvement. That's all it takes just to achieve the look that we're going for. So here are the changes based on all of what I've just said. As you can see, this is a big improvement for this member. Okay, so for the final 2 changes, this is linking in with the eyes themselves. So the eyelash visibility could be slightly better, slightly more visible, noticeable. So darkening and increasing the fullness of the eyelashes is important. You can do this with castor oil for fullness and dye for increased darkness. And the aim is to have the eyelashes the same tone and color as the eyebrows. If you do too dark, it's going to start to look a little bit uncanny, a little bit unnatural, and like you're dyeing your eyebrows, which is not what you want. Finally, increasing the tightness of the lower eyelid is going to be important for this member to increase the perceived tilt of the eyes, give the eyes a sharper and more narrow appearance to improve the masculine dimorphism of his eye area on top of the other changes that have already done this as well. So this is what he looks like with the final changes. And if we compare his current appearance with his potential appearance, on the left here, we're looking at around a 5.5. Of course, a standard deviation, he could be a little bit lower than this. he could be a little bit higher as well. But this on my scale is low to mid-tier appeal. So this person is somewhat attractive. There is attraction, but it's on the lower side. It's very difficult to show exactly what I'm trying to show with a Photoshop, but regardless of the quality of the Photoshop and how realistic it looks, this high tier appeal, it's in that very to highly attractive realm. At this level, you'd expect to receive random compliments and draw attention a lot more than average. And for this member, it's likely to take him anywhere from 6 to 7 months. And his side profile is a little bit more attractive than his front profile also. Maybe around a 6. Okay, so hopefully you found this interesting. And if you want to see more of this sort of content, as well as general guides on improving your overall physical attraction, then feel free to subscribe.